The city of Ammon and other people living in Bonneville County will soon have to find a new library after the Bonneville County Library District and the Idaho Falls Public Library Board decided to part ways. Local News 8's Rachel Fabi has more on how community members are feeling.
We're devastated.
Some parents, like Elise Brady, are scrambling to find a way to live without a library after the Bonneville County Library District and the Idaho Falls Public Library Board decided to split up.
We go to the library once a week and have been for 7 years. My kids were babies. We'd go and pick out board books for them, and then when they got a little older, they'd start picking out books for themselves and then move on to picture books, and they would stand next to the little growth chart on the wall to see how big they were compared to the baby animals. And then now we've moved on to chapter books and intermediate chapter books.
Bonneville County Library District Board member Rebecca Blackson says the decision wasn't made lightly.
No one wanted to vote against the service contract. It's just that we couldn't agree on the amount to pay.
This means if you don't live in Idaho Falls city limits, you won't be able to use the library after September 30th, unless you buy a $120 non-resident card, which still excludes you from using online services. Right now, the plan is for a library to be built in Ammon, with hopes to open in October.
We're in the middle of negotiating a lease for a location in Ammon, which we think will be a great little branch. And we're hoping to do lots of little branches around the county.
But if it's not finished by then,
reading books to me is really important for me. And so I don't know. I don't like having to pay $120 to go to the library, and that won't even get me any of the online resources. I will probably just get Scribed. They have unlimited and audiobooks, and I will probably just read those myself and read those for my kids.
But Brady says it's not the same as holding a physical copy.
My daughter likes to take a book with her in her bed when she's going to sleep. My son likes to take a book with him. So am I supposed to go and buy like more e-readers for the kids or something? I don't want that. I wanted books to be not screen time.
And the cost of buying books may not always be a realistic option.
We'd get 30 to 40 books every week that we'd go because they blaze through them. Picture books don't take that long to read, even some of these shorter chapter books. And we'd read them, probably 5 or 6 times in the week that we had them, and then you bring them back and they'd probably never read the book again. So buying these books just doesn't seem feasible. It's too expensive.
In Idaho Falls, I'm Rachel Fabi.